Well, hello. Welcome to today's DASHCAM Diary of a Disabled with me, chronically happy. We have a lot to do today to prepare for tonight's rave. Go see some DJs, go dance my booty off. Oh yes, it's going to be a busy day. Going to find out. Where are they? They are right here. How much it's going to cost me to use my new wiring harnesses and go grab my taillights. Oh, I have to go to my storage unit first. Oh man, then I'm going to have to stop there again on my way home. Oh my. All because I have a whole bunch of cans and bottles in the back of my vehicle. And I need to bring 2 totes home because I have a whole bunch of rave gear to bring because I need to get some things out. Oh man. I got a lot of running around to do. Then I got some bottles and cans to drop off in Salem. Oh man. And I'm paying my storage right now for my trailer. I still haven't paid that registration. My trailer registration expired last August. And it's just been sitting there expired. I need to pay it. I'm going to end up owing for 2 years in a row. And that's going to be like $200. That's going to be fun. At least it's paid off. So what can you do? I didn't put a tarp over it all winter like I was supposed to. I bought the tarp, but I didn't get over there to go put it over the top of it. So we'll see what kind of mold I got this year from my poor ceiling job from the year prior. I'm going to have quite a bit of maintenance to do on my trailer, I'm not going to lie. It's going to be a lot of work. I was hoping to get my surgery sometime this year, and then, you know, it's going to take a long time to heal from surgery. And with that, I don't know when I'm going to get to my trailer. If I don't do it before surgery, I'm trying to hold out as long as I can. I just got my physical therapy appointments taken care of or scheduled since my continuation care finally came through at the beginning of like 2 weeks ago. I should have scheduled more PT appointments then. Now I have a gap in my care. I have like 2 or 3 weeks without physical therapy. Again, because of some mess ups between admin on both ends. I still need to harass about my neurosurgery consult and referral to go through the VA. I still need to call Veteran Evaluation Services. I still need to write back Senator Ron Wyden's office for Oregon. I reached out to my senator about my Veteran Evaluation Services problem. I also need to email my freaking lawyer. I mean, the list is non-stop of things I need to do. And right now, all I'm going to be focusing on is basically just physical attributes and things that I can get done. I've wasted all week. All week I know I've needed to do these things. I'm overwhelmed, paralysis, essentially. I just have so much to do. I don't know how to prioritize it, so I just don't know how to begin on just knocking one thing out at a time. It's been really difficult with my executive dysfunctioning, with my being neurodivergent. It's really hard to prioritize things that all need to be done at the same time. When really I just need to do one thing at a time. Take a deep breath. Every day's a new day. Just do one thing per day, and eventually the list will be done. But unfortunately, the list always just keeps getting added to. And so it's never ending. I'm so sad for myself, but also I'm motivated. I just don't know where I want to start. There's so many things. and I have less than like 80 days to go before I go to EDC in May, where I have 2 weeks off, and I need to get everything taken care of before then. I gotta go drop off my payment real fast. I'll be right back. Pause. Alright, back in the car. Now I need to try and make it to my storage unit just so I can grab my taillights and go take care of what I need to in Salem, which is dropping off those bottles and cans. Potentially stopping at Joann Fabrics just to see if they have any store closing deals. I was really happy when I learned that the Salem location wasn't going to be closing, but then I found out about a week or less later that all of the stores were closing. And that is one of my very favorite places to buy beads in a brick and mortar store. And they have some kind of containers that other places don't carry for bead storage. So I'm kind of devastated about this. I kind of am. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really sad that they are going under. More and more brick and mortar stores are going under, and I still haven't even gone downtown Salem to Macy's to see what they have, because I know Macy's had something that I wanted like 3 months ago. So whether it's still there, that's very debatable. I doubt it's still there of what I wanted, and it was a sequin jacket that would have totally matched my entire black sequin outfit. Now the jacket would have just been chef's kiss. But I am very styling today. I am so stoked. I wish I could post pictures and stuff on my community page. I don't know how to do that. I think I have to have monetization rights to be able to do that. To be able to post memes or be able to post like anything of the sort. Just pictures, pictures of daily living and what I'm doing, and instead of doing like a bunch of videos all day long. I haven't done a good dash cam for a while. I am definitely chronically happy. I am so excited for my event tonight. I've been kind of in a gloom because of the rain and the windstorm and the snow and the ice over like the last 2 to 3 weeks. We've just had crappy weather, and over the last 2 days, this is day number 3 of sunshine, and it's like at least 60 degrees outside, so I am so excited. So excited. This is a lot of traffic at this 4-way stop. I'm just going to let everybody go. Everybody was here before me. Go, everybody. Go, white car. Go, white car. Go. Go, white car. Well, F you then. I will just go. You were here way before me. So, I just don't understand people at 4-way stops. People are... She waved me through, so I just went. What do you do? I was waiting for her to go through. Good thing it wasn't one of those where I waved her through and she waved me through at the same time, and we both go at the same time. Like, that happens all the time here in Oregon. I don't know about where y'all are from. Let me know down in the comment section. Does that happen to you guys a lot, where you both wave each other through and you both go at the same time? Let me know in the comment section if you guys do. I want to know if it's just me or if it just happens to everybody regularly. I want to know. So, yeah, let me know what's up. What's up? I am so excited about tonight. I can't wait to go out. It gave me something to look forward to, but I've been in a slump because of my nose being jacked up. Can't even do my sinus rinse and my nightly routine like I like anymore. I mean, I can still do my nightly routine. I've been trying to get back into doing that each night. I haven't been doing anything to talk about. I've really, really just been in a slump, guys. We all go through times like that, and it's okay. It's okay to not be okay sometimes. Just don't get stuck in it. I'm finding ways to continuously schedule things that make me happy and hang out with friends and finding time to socialize, whether online or in person. I love video chatting and FaceTiming people. It really helps. It really helps just to talk to somebody. I isolation equals terrible. Isolating is terrible for the mental health. Unless you're capable or are okay with being lonely and by yourself and finding things to do to help keep yourself sane. Like, unless you have a whole bunch of things in place, isolation is terrible for a person. I've only been really fatigued. My fatigue has been on high extremes over the last few days. So, due to that, I haven't really been doing anything because I wanted to save my energy for today and tonight. I know I had a lot to do, so I had to just basically do nothing all week. I had to do nothing and be in bed all week. I was in bed all day yesterday, guys. All day. I was in bed. I didn't change my clothes for like 2 days. I got in the same pajamas for 2 days. I usually change them right before bed at that, in my nighttime routine when I brush my teeth and all that. I usually change my clothes then. But like, sometimes I wore the same pajama pants for 2 days because I didn't sweat or anything. Sometimes I sweat my ass off in bed while I sleep. So sometimes I've got to really change them. Sometimes in the middle of the night because of night sweats. It's just one of those things with being chronically ill and your body is trying to detox too many things at once. And my body gets overstimulated so easily by everything. I've been living on cereal. I have chocolate checks as my freaking kryptonite. I get the munchies nightly when I smoke my stuff, and so I just go right to cereal. I do get a stash of candy once in a while when they're in stock at the place I go to close to my house. One moment, let me go get my taillights. I'm going to pause this again for now. One moment, please. Whew, that was a close one. My phone fell off the dash while I was putting my taillights inside my vehicle. Whew. Look at this. Turn the camera around. Here's my taillights with the fancy, used, dirty freaking harnesses, and then my cages that go on the outside of the light. They cover the taillights. So now it's time to go get a quote and see when I can get scheduled to get these mother truckers taken care of. I bought those taillights before EDC in April last year. I've had these taillights for almost a year, and nowhere could I find a place to install them. Nowhere. Except for 2 places, and then they're like, well, we can't order the whole wiring thing. I had a feeling that was going to happen. It's hard to get this thing situated just right on my freaking dash. Stay, says a me. Okay, now I can reverse her up. That's how I like it. So, turn. Hold the phone. Shut the front door. Hold up. Hey. I need to listen to some Snoop Dogg today. After I finish recording this, I'm going to be bumping some Snoop Dogg in my freaking system here. I've been really wanting to listen to some music with the nice sunny sun out. It makes me want to listen to music like really loud with my windows down and disturbing everybody around me with what I want to listen to. Who else does that? Anybody in my comment section? Any of my fans do that? Pump your music so loud just so you can piss people off around you? Have people roll up their windows at a stoplight because they hear your music and they don't like it? It makes me laugh so hard. I'm like, Yeah, it probably sounds worse with my my license plate rattling in the back, so it sounds terrible with my bass and boom, boom on the outside of my car. Yeah, I'm kind of a misfit. I like to be rebellious to the finest of lines. Finest of lines. I just saw that somebody unfriended me on Facebook not too long ago. I'm kind of bummed. I like to straight up ask people, like, why did you unfriend me? Like, what's up? Did I say something to offend you? Because if I did, why don't we talk about it and see why you're offended and see if my context that you think is the same as the context that I have behind the reasoning of whatever I said that may have offended you. You know, I'm all about trying to resolve conflict, man. I don't like conflict. I don't think I know anybody that does love conflict unless you're a narcissist. Narcissists do love conflict, and I don't like to think that I'm a narcissist, but my mom is. So I know I could have those characteristics in me genetically. Genetics run strong in this family of mine. That is for sure. Onward ho! Towards Salem! I am in the best of spirits today because I am going to dance my patootie off for half the evening. I'm going to try and last as long as I can. I'm trying to convince my friend to go with me that I'm staying at her house tonight. Maybe she can buy a ticket at the door or something. I don't know how this girl gets by. She has a lot of state-run programs that are supposed to pay her rent, but it always like people that I know that have Medicaid and have their, financial assistance and rent paid by the county or state or whatever, funding that it comes from. It seems like it's always late. And so having to have a landlord, being able to work with those counties and stuff and understand that your tenant's rent might be late. It might be rent late by months. And so my friend wants to come up with rent money, but then when the county or the financial funding comes through, then she gets reimbursed that rent money because you can't keep double rent, but she also doesn't want to have any conflict between her landlord and being 3 months late on rent. So you got to be a special kind of landlord to be able to deal with funding coming from federal, state, county places that cover tenants, rent for them. You just got to be patient, and it eventually comes through. But especially if somebody's situation doesn't change. This girl's situation hasn't changed. It's not going to change. Her health is just going to continue declining. Unfortunately, her health is worse than mine. And boy, is she strong. And there's some kind of... I respect her, but I don't. At the same time, she's my friend. I accept the good with the bad. I don't always have to agree with everything that my friend does, but it's essential to be supportive, regardless of whether you agree with the decisions that they make or not. I mean, as long as she's not harming anybody else or doing harm onto others, that is what matters to me. Morally and ethically. She's not doing anything wrong to anybody else. But to the degrees of some things that she has to do, I feel bad for her. I feel terrible that she has to go to the lengths that she goes through in order to get the care that she deserves and needs. And that's all I'm going to say about that. professional level of just going to doctor appointments with her. I'm so glad that I can be there for her when she needs me to be. She's not always there for me. She has a hard time staying grounded. Disassociation is very common with our connective tissue issues. We have to be, to some extent, disassociated from our body in order to be able to function. And then there's times when we do need to be grounded and we do need to listen to our bodies. It's a fine line between tipping too far one way or the other. It's just hard. Life is hard with chronic illness that's invisible, and it may look glamorous on the outside with how happy I am some days. Other days, I have a lot of videos that are really depressing and sad, and I'm crying in and I'm upset and trying to explain to the best that I can and communicate how I'm going about things and how things just don't go right a lot of the time. But that's what life is like. It's a valley. It's got valleys and peaks, and it's just going to be a roller coaster of life, and it's never linear. Life is not linear. Change is inevitable. I started getting to the point where I could not speak very properly last night. I was gaming with a dude that was a friend of the other dude and popped in on the other dude playing. Like, I really would love for you guys to check out my Call of Duty gunfight 30-minute video. Like, that is me at my core of gaming. That is what I'm like. Not talking or focusing on the camera, and it's just me playing my game and how I speak and my flow of language. It's inappropriate for children. I'm not gonna lie about that. But it's Call of Duty, and it was great because I had a good partner on Gunfight where we were playing against a child. We were playing against like probably a 13, 14-year-old kid. And then the other friend that I ended up playing with last night, some zombies, he was a 17, 18-year-old. I try to stay away from, gaming, but I also want gaming to be a safe place for kids without us adults being bad influences on the children. I do not agree with children being on the game. It's a mature game, but some parents allow their children on, and I feel like that's bad parenting on their part. I'm calling me a boomer for my ideals right now, but I would rather see the children be safe. I want the children to be safe. And if that parent is not paying attention, that child could be talking to a pedo. I am not one of those, but they were playing against us. Me and this other dude, 31-year-old, 32. I can't remember. He says it in his video. I think. I don't know. It was part of the conversation. He couldn't believe that I was almost 45. He was like, no way. I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm almost 45. I will be in a few months. I'm still like a little kid at heart. I'm like 44 and a half. I'll be 45 in a few months. I always like to round up. I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm old. And I'm proud of it. I am not a woman that cares about my age. Seriously, what's the big deal about age? Age is just a number. That's on my vision board too. Age is just a number. But it's also a number that you have to be aware of, so you're not violating and saying the wrong thing in front of young impressionable children. That should not be on the game. But regardless of my own opinion about it, I am going to treat that child with respect and let him know, hey, good game, man, you are whooping my butt. Like, seriously. This kid was pretty good, but this kid had his teammate, it's 2 versus 2. This kid had his freaking teammate leave him in the middle of the match, and so it was just 2 against 1. It was so unfair. Like, and then we had some other toxic, could be toxic players, because you could tell by their name. Anyanis. Yeah, Anyanis. I know what you're trying to say there. Pervert freaking gamer tag. Yeah, anyway. It was a good match between my team and his team, and we played against him twice. It was pretty funny. We ended up playing him 2 times. 2 times! So please go check out my freaking gunfight video that's a half hour long and get to know who I am when I'm gaming. Like, my diary of a dash cam, my monologues here on my channel. You get to see a different side of me in my gameplay. And I usually always edit my gameplay, and I try to make my clips short, but I didn't edit any of my gameplay at all in that half hour. I just did a record for 30 minutes, and then I posted it. I wanted to be as real as possible, and I wanted to tell you all that's how I play. I try not to be toxic. I really wanted to emote though at the end, but due to my teammate being kind to the kid, he's like, you put up a good fight, kid. I'm not even going to emote on you. And I did one of the rounds against a team that was good, that we still won to. I had to emote, man. I have some pretty cool dance moves on my emote. One of my emotes is like fly like a bird, and you're like, that character goes like that. That's so funny. It's just so stupid. Excuse me. I'm going to South Salem bottle drop, even though the other one's a lot closer. I just want to go out here. I feel like it's going to be a quicker drop off. There's like 3 different ones in Salem. I'm going to go to the South Salem one. Just because I like South Salem better than North Salem. North Salem is trash. I grew up in North Salem 20 years out of my entire life. So, a little under half my life, I lived in the same house before I joined the Navy and spent 9 years away. I did live on my own for some time, but like here I am at 44, almost 45, living with my parents in a disabled household. We're all 3 disabled. I try not to be a Debbie Downer, the 17-18-year-old was like, he started to get like really serious about questions when I mentioned disabled. A lot of people do get curious when I mention I'm disabled. And I try not to talk too much about it while I'm gaming, because I just don't want to throw off the vibe. But I just wanted to let them, I gave a short spiel, not in depth about it. I do like to overshare with my ADHD emergence or whatever, but I kept it minimal, and I shared what I had to. I'm disabled. I have spinal cord issues. I have autoimmune diseases. I'm in bed a lot of the time. But I do as much as I can, as well as I can. And, I found out that this kid, this 17, 18-year-old, he was in a tragic accident too. I brought up my tragic accident first, and that's what led him to be able to open up about it too. And then our other teammate decided to leave right after that, and I think it could have maybe been too much TMI, too much traumatic experience for this dude, and so he had to get offline immediately because he couldn't dare to listen anymore. I don't know. He also could have been really drunk, and he also had to work today, so I don't know. I haven't played with this dude for like 3 years that I played with last night, that I played gunfight with, that we were an excellent team members. Like, oh my gosh, we did amazing. We wrecked it. Mostly me. not going to take credit for all of it because he got first place a couple times. Especially at the beginning of my video, it shows his final kill at the beginning of my video. So I'm not trying to take all the credit because he did kick some butt too. Everybody makes mistakes, and gunfight is really cool because you use different guns. And every player gets the same gun every match. They change the gun every every round. So it's something different every time, so you don't know what you're gonna get. But thanks to me leveling up all of my guns almost, I have played almost every single gun in the game and leveled it up to max level, so I know how to operate it. And I don't know all the maps very well though, but you kind of get a feel of how the other team plays within the first team of two that makes it to 6 rounds of winning, meaning me and him kill the other 2 players before they kill us. That's how it works. So the team that gets 6 wins first wins the entire game. So that's how a gunfight works in Call of Duty. 2 versus 2, first team to 6 points wins. And there were several games last night where we were like 5-5, and match point. There were times that we were like down 2 or 3 rounds, and then we caught back up just for us to lose the very last round. We did very well together though. Like, we communicate minimally, but we communicate the direction we're going. Communicate what kind of gun, if it's one burst, 3-round burst, full auto. Sometimes I just don't pay attention to the gun in the upper right corner and what the name of it was before we start, so I wouldn't know what kind of gun it is until I shoot it. But you don't want to shoot it and give away your location right away, so, or maybe you do, just so you can fake them out and then go the opposite direction. But the key to gunfight, honestly, is to flank them and end up in their spawn and come up behind them, because they're gonna be looking for you in the opposite direction. So that's kind of the key to gunfight, is learning how to flank and getting around without getting spotted, and then come up behind them and bam. But also knowing where the sniping lanes are, knowing which side of the map to go on to get around them, because they aren't going to be able to see you, because each side of the map, they're not conventional Black Ops 6. They're usually in Call of Duty always in the past been 3 lanes. Well, Black Ops 6 is not doing 3-lane maps. They're doing like completely off the wall, small maps that it's, I don't know the maps. I only play one map, and I play one map only, and I play Stakeout. So playing Gunfight introduced me to playing some of the other maps, and even not knowing the maps, I kind of knew where to go, especially in one, because I did play this one map like several times before, and I hate the map. I hate it. It's called Heirloom. It's the stupidest map in my mind. I really hate that map. Avoid Heirloom. But I know where the sniping lanes are, and if you're playing against an aggressive team and they're coming like straight at you, like they try to flank you and like come at you fast and then flank you from around, you gotta either go slow or wait for them in your spawn. But also listening to footsteps, keeping your communication to specific times, and letting your teammate know when you kill one of them is essential in gunfight. Is letting them know which direction, where you saw them at. If you get killed first, or if you trade and you both kill each other at the same time, then you gotta know. You gotta communicate that to your team member, and you gotta tell them, hey, they're right here. They're at this location. I don't know how to call out certain maps, honestly, because I don't know all the maps. But it tells you in the upper left-hand corner. But a lot of the time, you really just don't have time to look to be able to call that out, because it immediately goes to speculating your teammate. And so you really don't know where you're going. I could talk about game chat all flippin' day. I absolutely love gaming, and there's strategy to it, and I really absolutely love gaming. It really gives me something to do on the days that I have really bad pain or I need to rest. Like yesterday, I needed to rest all day, so gaming stimulated me enough to stay awake without sleeping all day and messing up my sleep pattern, because I knew I had a doctor appointment today. Some nights I can't get to sleep because I stay so overstimulated. Oh man, there's a long line for this bottle drop. But I don't mind waiting. I'll just continue talking about this because I'm going to end my video, I think, after I drop these off. We'll see. I'm just really hyped about my gaming, like how well I did last night. Like, I don't know if I should make maybe a separate channel for my gaming. That way, you know, I don't know. I like my playlist, and I still really need to get on my PC and really revamp where I'm putting what videos, because I have some mixed in with getting to know me, some unwinding with me and getting to know me. I have dash cams and getting to know me. Like, I don't have them all in the correct spot. So I really do need to go in and organize my YouTube and put the videos under the correct playlists. I need to create a playlist for getting ready with me. I don't have that playlist set up. I get lost in the editing studio. I just don't know where to put certain things. I get lost. I get so confused with editing. I absolutely despise editing. I want an editor so bad, but unfortunately nobody's volunteering. But if anybody please wants to help me out editing, I would love that. Somebody that's been watching my videos for a while and knows how to edit or wants to learn how to edit, it would mean the world to me. And someday when I can monetize, you'll get paid. And I'll back pay the crap out of you for the hours you put in editing. I'll be right back. Alrighty then, all dropped off. Time to turn around in this parking lot and get to the other end of Salem. I think I'll start at Joanne Fabrics. It's okay, it's 1 o'clock. I can't be there for long. Finally have to kind of use a little TMI here. I kind of got to use the restroom, so I need to figure out where I can go. A lot of places close down their bathrooms because of homeless people. No public restrooms, or you have to get a code to go in there, or you have to get a key, or you have to have the employee let you in. Like, it's really such a hassle. And they have to determine basically what the person looks like. You know, if they look like a druggie or a homeless person, or if they look gross, they don't want to let them in usually. I feel bad for people that are homeless. I mean, they're there for a reason, and you know, not all of them are there because of drugs and alcohol abuse. They may have lost their job, they may have mental illness. They can have a number of things. But that also is what would kill me about social work. Like, I've been told by so many mental health providers that I've seen that I would make a great social worker. I kind of am a volunteer social worker, but only for my friends and people that become my friends online that, you know, I check in with every once in a while, and I see how they're doing, and I, you know, well, I see where they're at with their medical journey, because there's so much things that go along with this Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, this connective tissue disorder that I have. I mean, there's so many things. I can't believe that my physical therapist has never heard of Dr. Guggenheim. Dr. Guggenheim is like the best pain management naturopath doctor at OHSU. That she's had wait lists up to 5 years. I cannot believe that my EDS physical therapist has never heard of her. Oh my gosh, I have to give her the information. So my next appointment with her, I'm going to have a whole printout about my Dr. Guggenheim. Be like, to a lot of being doctors referred from her primary care physician. And I'm like, oh girl, you need to get the list. You need to get the list of the doctors to go to. So I'm going to start sharing information with my EDS physical therapist, because I want to, all her brothers and sisters too. I don't know how many she has. I didn't ask. It's taking some time to get to know her. She's been a very quiet, kind of timid person. She's very introverted, I feel like. And it's just taking a lot longer to get to know her. But I really do adore her. My other physical therapist, I absolutely love her, and I instantly clicked. And so I need to find the right bracelet to make my EDS one. Maybe I've given her one already. I don't know, but I need to make more EDS bracelets that say Zebra Strong. I need to do so much more crafting today. So much to do. Maybe I'll find some really cheap white beads that I can add to my collection, because I have an empty container. I shouldn't be spending money. I finally paid myself back too, guys. I got paid a little bit early this week for my VA compensation. VA service connection pension and compensation for my service connection disabilities. I am 100% disabled. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm 100% disabled from the VA. The military really messed me up. I'm not even claiming my EDS as part of my claim, but I'm thinking about adding it to my claim now with the way that they've been messing with me. So I need to add a supplemental claim for my EDS, because they need to be held accountable. Now it's just getting a doctor to be able to say, yes, this is what sounds very logical and right. I just need doctors. I need doctors to document, like, yes, this is a very huge possibility. This is what it could be. And I have been waiting so long, so long. And this neurosurgeon I'm waiting on right now is probably one of the biggest keys I can get. She's going to unlock so much notes and information that I need her to acknowledge spina bifida. I need her to acknowledge that my service directly attributed to my problems that I'm seeing now, many years later. It was suspected a long time ago that I had EDS, and that was right at the very beginning. And now that it's been proven several years later about my EDS, celiac disease, and all of this, I can't wait to shove it in the VA's face and be like, look, this is definitive evidence right here. And look at all these doctors and documents I have to add to my claim right now that you are taking away from me by taking my exam away. I'm sorry guys, I'm upset. This is why I haven't talked much this week, because I need to get this out. I need to make this a different part of my video. I'm going to end this one and start a different dash cam, because I need to be able to keep my videos somewhat short and manageable. So I'm going to end this video before I start talking about the other topic, because it deserves its own video on itself. This is a happy video. This is me being ready for my day and getting done what I need to get done. So thank you so much for watching. I'm going to end it here. If you want to know, watch my part 2. I'm going to be posting it. You'll see the same thumbnail with the same outfit. So if you want to know more about what I'm upset about, go ahead and take a listen to my next video. So just sitting and breathing just like I am now. Everything is shifting inside my body. I feel it. I just changed my pain patch, but it doesn't matter. I still feel it all. I'm trying my best to disassociate the pain because I just need to keep going. Because no matter how bad it gets, I'm still going to have a good time tonight. And I'm going to love my life. And I'm going to love the sunshine for the short days that there's like tomorrow is the very last day. Like we're going to have crappy weather after today and tomorrow. So I got to enjoy this weather while it lasts before I go down to the southern Oregon coast. Whoop, whoop. I have a vacation to go on for a couple days to decompress from all I'm going to be doing right now. I'm going to spend some time with my mother and her friend. Cherish the time you have with your parents if you still have parents. I'm trying to enjoy the best of times with my mom while she's still with me. Because it's going to be devastating when she's not with me anymore on this planet. I know her energy will always be with me, but she's not always going to be here. We all have counted times. We all have our days. So cherish the days that you've got left because you never know when your time is up. So love your life, live your life, smile, compliment others, and be as happy as you can be because this is the only life you're going to get. Life changes and it's always moving. Energy never dies. So even if you pass from this physical form, your energy goes into another form in life. So rest assured, you're in heaven. Your soul may be in heaven, but your energy stays grounded in this earth and moves on to other places where it's needed to be. So love you all. Tell those that you love them because you never know when that last moment's going to be. Peace out.